Lunch stream. Glad to see everybody here. Just make sure everything's working. Checking Twitch. Checking our Twitch is going. There goes YouTube. Awesome. Welcome to the lunch stream. I'm Ranger J 1999, your host and part of the RSG crew. Glad to have you guys here. It is Friday. We made it through another week. Glad to have all you guys here to hang out with me as we bring you something fun to listen to. We're going to do a roster review. We're going to do Q&A. The way Q&A works, it's just me and my boy Grim. Say hello, Grim.
Hi.
The mechanic is here. And the way it works, if you have a question, make sure you put question for your statement. Get your questions in. We'll do your Q&A. I am stopping at 1 p.m., so if you want your question on the top of the heap, it's first come, first serve. Unless you super chat it, then we will get to it immediately and put it at the top of the pile and get to your question. That's how it works. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us on Twitch, and check out our Patreon. So that being said, I am hard stopping at 1 o'clock again today because at 1:15 I've got Grand Arena coming up, and I am going to I'm going to do a Grand Arena. So be ready for that. It's the finals. The opponent I had, he did clear me, but he did run into a stumble here and there. So if we are clean, get victories, and average more than 50 points per victory, we win. And I'm pretty sure he saved everything he had for offense. He put some decent teams down, but there's some crap down there. So I think we're going to have a really good shot of winning this. So I'm going to need everybody's help during the Grand Arena. If you give me dumb teams, I'm just going to ignore you completely because I really want to win this one. And I want to use good counters and stuff to show, one, what it takes to beat these teams and what's good strategy, things of that nature. So we got a really good shot of winning this Grand Arena. Another Grand Arena final that we can win for RSG Land. Because we know Dr. Finn is not going to try to win. He just doesn't. Because he hates Grand Arena. But glad to see everybody in there. We got Revenator, we got Big Country Max, Captain Obvious, Dr. Gonzo, Kaltor, Kleb Zero, Moss Mike. Big Country Max asked for moderator. I'm trying to see if I don't know how to do that. So again, you're going to have to get with Finn. I do not know how to add you as a moderator. It doesn't let me click and make you a moderator, which is really stupid. Why can't I just click and... Do I have to be on the RSG one? Let me go on the RSG one. Let me switch my account to Skewed Gamers. Let me see if I can do that. Give me a second here. Big Country Mags had asked, and damn it, I'm going to see if I can do something about this.
Yeah, BCM and Urza were talking last night about giving us wrenches in Urza's stream chats as well. That's going to be cool.
There we go. Big Country Mags now has moderator. I hope. Let me check one more time. Did it give me a message from Google for that? Jesus Christ.
Yep, there we go.
Okay, good.
He is blue named with a wrench.
There we go. Yay, we did it. We worked good, guys. Did a good job. Did it. All right, so there you go, Big Country Max. You'd asked. You've been doing a good job on other channels. I have no problem doing that. You've been supporting us, so you asked, you shall receive. You have a good reputation. I'm all about it. So monitor the chat well, my friend. All right, so that being said, let's get into what we got to go on today. We got a roster review. We got Q&A. So let's just dig in. So let me pull up our roster review today, and we're going to get into it. Let me see here. Firefox, will it pull up? Yes, it does. Today we are doing VNHG Chief Buddhist Profile, and they are in Vietnam Hero Group. So shout out to your guild, all the way from Vietnam. Very, very nice. Like to see that. And that damn pickle is on there again. We're not buying any more damn pickles, so just stop showing it to me. And again, they're giving me a Nintendo Switch controller. That's fine. I don't have a Nintendo stupid Switch, so stop it. Again.
It's trying to tell you something.
No, it's not.
Though Doom Eternal on the Switch is awesome, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not interested. Drinking some water. I got coffee, I got water, I got all kinds of stuff here. All right, let me pull up and see what he would like us to look at. Chief Buddha says, can you guys check on my arena mods to see if there's anything I can change to hold climb better? Should I keep going on Darth Revan and Malik or finish up the pillars? Which factions characters should I focus on? I'm looking to contribute more in territory battles and build a solid roster for Grand Arena. Well, we can definitely do that. So let's look at your roster and look at your... There's really two characters you got to look at, and that's Jedi Knight Revan. That's the team you're running. Still doing pretty solid, 10, and you're doing good in fleets. Don't have a problem there. You've got the Falcon, so you're doing just fine. You've had as high as 5. So good job there, but let's see what your mods are at. So I want to see speed for Revan and then offense for Yoda.
He's got Revan at 307.
Not much better. You can do better, but I mean, not much. I mean, that's really damn good for Jedi Knight Revan. So not much you can do there.
GMY, we're looking at 69-89.
Right there too. I mean,
offense.
You're right there. I mean, you can improve it a little bit, but not by much, brother. I don't know what more you can do. I mean, you're running an offensive set, crit damage triangle. Now I went offensive triangle. I went offense everywhere. I didn't care about crit damage. It was just straight offense. I mean, there's some crit damage, obviously. So, what is Captain Officer saying? Escape pod cast sighting. What the hell's going on? What's the hell going on in there? Did I miss something? Oh, there's this Escape podcast. I don't know which one it is of those two knuckleheads, but we're glad to have you here.
Let's see here. It's Paul and
Potato Head.
And
no, it's not Potato Head. Come on, girl.
Oh man, my brain isn't working this morning.
Now you made me forget.
Okay, he says it's Paul.
It is Paul. So, yes, Paul. And just a quick reminder, Paul does have the GoFundMe that we've been talking about all
Scotty,
week.
yes. It's Scotty.
Scotty McLovin. I can't think all of a sudden on my brain. Damn it, Grim, look what you did to me. I just went completely blank on everything. But no, Paul's wife, Kristen, has a GoFundMe. Our big thing here at RSG is fighting cancer. You've seen all the stuff that we've done, but they've got a GoFundMe for her. Please check it out. It's linked everywhere. Go back to our Wednesday night video. Go into our Discord. There's all kinds of stuff where you can find it and see if you can help with the GoFundMe. So very much appreciate it. I was going to shout that out anyway, but they just reminded me sooner rather than later. But back to the roster review. So I don't think there's much more you can do on your arena men. I mean, it looks really good, dude. I don't have any problems with what you have and who you have it on. I'm just looking real quick at Jolie. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. 53,000 health. I mean, there really is not much here that you can do. I mean, you can work on your Kenobi, but I mean, he's at 40, 80. 40,000 health, 8,000 protection. That's pretty damn good. And then Bassa, let's just see where she's at. Yeah, she's really good too. I mean, there's just not much more you can do to these. We'll look.
I think the only way to improve on what he's got is for him to get Darth Revan and Malik.
And we're gonna go look at that right now, see where he's at. Because
let's see here.
Let's just be real here for a second, guys. The Darth Revan meta is real. Malik is real. If you've not been watching a lot of Grand Arenas, then a lot of YouTubers. I mean, you're running into these teams. Our boy Zyla ran into this morning. It is a nightmare. Just Ian, everybody. It is a pain in the ass if you don't have Darth Revan or Malik or both.
Well,
and if you do have it, it doesn't matter because it's about speed. And and I'm doing the roster review first. But as soon as we get done with that, we're gonna do Ranger's favorite game of the week. What mods from speed will he get? So we'll roll those, see what happens.
It is funny though. Remember, CG was like, "Oh, we don't want speed being the focus." Oh, it's
about the focus, man. Now. Let me just say, but the Escape podcast is they're $2 away from 7K. Kudos to everybody in the community. I know Cubs have been doing some stuff. Urza announced it. We announced it. So fantastic. Keep it going, guys. Let's get them at where they need to be because, cancer doesn't just affect the person that's got cancer. I mean, that's the focus, but it affects everybody. And it affects families because, the cost is so crazy. So if we can help our boy Paul, F cancer.
Actually,
And let's get her what she needs so she can stay around for a long time, and I can have her make fun of me.
I was gonna say, does Paul have the Zoom info? Not
I
doing
don't think
anything. We should get him to hop in here.
No, I don't think he does. But I mean, he's a message away.
Oh, just pop in whenever you want, Xylo, and don't say hi or introduce
I said
yourself.
I was here like 5 minutes ago.
When?
I put it in the chat.
Oh well, yeah.
Well, I'm not looking at chat and Zoom right now, and I didn't get any little clicky button thingy to say that there's a Xylo sighting.
Do you have his
Clicky
info,
button.
Xylo?
Yeah, I'll send him a message. I'll send him the Zoom link.
Yeah, Paul, you're more welcome to come hang
get
out
him
with us,
in
man.
here.
But I know he works, so he may not be able to, and
that's
that's okay. A lot of people that watch us are at work, and that's why we do this. Give you something fun to listen to now or later on. Whenever you're sitting down and eating your lunch, you can just sit back, smile, enjoy a fine meal, and listen to Reality Skewed Gamers. Xylo, my heart goes out to you, brother. That GA was the suck.
Oh yeah, dude. Like yesterday, like the second round was so easy, no problem, right? And then Malik was even on the team in the second round. This one had HK, and dude, the team just took off in front of me, man. Like as soon as Sphere got out in front of me, the first time, no problem. I mean, like my team had an advantage the first time around. This time, no.
Well, the team that I saw just Ian run was Jedi Knight Revan with Hermit Yoda and Jedi Knight Anakin. Now he got hosed on his RNG. He killed Basti, but the thing he ran to when he went to do Anakin's first big hit, it just didn't do anything. It was like, oh no.
Yeah. And another thing is, like, the Jedi are missing the supporting cast. If you're doing mirrors, if Fear gets out in front of you, you're hosed. And, the CLS Han Chewie, you just saw that one too. It got hosed.
You can't do anything. If you can't kill Basti, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, this Darth meta, this Dark Revan meta is it's ridiculous. I've never seen anything like this in this game.
I left mine on the back wall, so I hope my opponent enjoys that.
Yeah. Good luck. But hopefully you're around for today. We got my Grand Arena Finals coming up, so stay tuned, folks. But I don't think he left Darth Revan. I think he went all offense against me, Ben. And I think if we're very clear, we just have to average 51 victory points per match, and we win.
Oh yeah, it's so manageable.
Well, that's a good amount of leeway there.
Yeah.
You just have to be very careful not to.
We just have to one-shot everything, yeah. And so I'm going to be very careful on that. All right, so really like what you've got here, man. You've got a lot of the pillars done. We don't have Darth Revan, so we want to look at where you're at with that farm. So first we're going to look at your old Republic and see where we're at there.
Karth and Juhani are at 5-star.
Good. Yeah, you're on your way, man. Just stick with it. Karth is your fleet. Canderous is your Cantina. Juhani is your hard. And then we go to Sith Empire. And then look how they're looking.
6-star on Fallen Bastila.
Another hard node. Yeah. I can see you're working on Sith Trooper as well. So, yeah, I don't have any problem with that. Keep doing what you're doing on this, Chief Buddha, because that's really, really good. Yeah, so you're well on your way. Now, remember about this. I keep harping on it, but I'm going to keep harping on it because I just went through it. So did Xylo. It's ridiculous. You need to stick on this plan. Darth Revan is that damn good. And Malik is that damn good. Mist last night got his first taste of Malik, and he was just like, this is stupid. Because when you get, even with the Zetas, and you get him Gear 11, he doesn't have to be 7-starred. Malik is a nightmare. He is an absolute nightmare. Because no matter what you run, if you don't get him down, if you don't kill him or stun him or do something which is really hard, he is going to start just draining the life out of all of you. And then he gets his health back. Just like when you're doing the event, and then you get into the cycle where it was crazy. We finally figured out a team that could beat it when he became down, because he killed Revan and he killed Basti. We just had to get past Malik, and so he ran his Night Sister Zine with the zombie. But even then, it was a little touch and go. Not a zombie, but a spirit. So it is nasty, guys, and so.
And I think the biggest thing too is, like, at first I thought the team was gonna kind of circle around HK's damage output. Now it's just Fear. Like, Fear has its own life on the team, with or without Malik. Fear is just so intense; it's overwhelming every team in the game.
Yeah, It's really crazy how just the dynamic is playing out. So, Chief Buddha, you don't do anything else. You do not pass go. You do not collect $200. You stay on this farm, and not only do you have to stick with this farm, you got to get the characters to gear 11, and you got to get their power with either Zeta or gear 12 to 17.5. Because Darth Revan's fantastic with HK and Basla. You'll go far, but not far enough because you're going to need Malik. And I'm telling you, Malik is a pain in the ass to get. A lot easier now for you guys that didn't get him the first time because you've seen the strategy and how to do it. It's a simple strategy. It will work. You'll get it first or second time around if you follow the strategy on the light side. Dark side, don't worry about. But then that's just the beginning too, because the amount of Zetas and gear required for all this, for the event, for the characters, it's a lot. I'm still working on my Malik. Now, hopefully I should have him Zeta, his first Zeta today. He's going to be gear 11 today. So I've already got him on my arena team. I was like, screw it. Even though I don't have it where he needs to be, he's still doing pretty well for me. I'm still falling 26 because everyone's attacking me. But to only fall to 26, and I'm not really trying to climb. I'm staying maybe 15 to 5 depending on the day. I just don't care because arena's really lost its flavor for me right now. I've got to get better mods too. So it's just the nature of the beast. So he also said, which character faction should I focus on? That's it. Don't do anything else. I'm going to go through and see if there's some other characters you can add to your hard node farm. Bounty Hunters look great.
I mean, like hyper focusing those characters and saving all of your resources for a few weeks.
I'm looking for like another character you can farm to add. First Order Stormtrooper, if you possibly, or Execution can. He's Cantina. If you finish that, then you can maybe go to Execution. That's a possibility.
Stormtroopers on hard nodes.
Yeah, you can add Stormtrooper if you want to work on him. He's a great piece to have on your lineup. Imperial Troopers, I'm looking. Finish your Stark and Veers. You got to get those guys done. The Trooper team just doesn't work without them. Night Sisters, let's see how your Night Sisters look. I went past it because I'm an idiot. Night Sisters look solid. Finish Zombie. You can add Zombie in your heart node and finish her. You've got the rest of the Night Sisters going. So yeah, definitely add Zombie into the mix. You already got her gear 11, so just add her 7-star. You'll be fine. So if you want to add Zombie to that mix, you can. But I mean, you've got 2 hard nodes you got to finish: Fallen Basila and Jahani. Now, once you get Basila done, you can add another character. So you can be farming 5 hard node characters with your regular energy, 1 for ship, like for you're doing Karth, and then 1 Cantina, right? You'll easily hit your 600 every day because really you're working on those characters. So you can work on Jahani, Fallen Basila, 3 other characters of your choice. You can round out one of your teams with stars like Night Sister or First Order Stormtrooper or Range Trooper, or you can go Veer Stark. Whatever you want to do, just that's how you want to focus it. Let's look at your resistance. Looks solid. Let's look at your Ewoks because I see your 3PO is only 5-star.
Well, not to mention, there's going to be another.
Come back around, yeah. So he'll come back around. Get your Chirper to 7.
There's another pillar that's going to be added to the group here soon too.
I ain't worried about no god dang Padme Amidala. I'm sorry, she's a legendary, big deal. If I get her, great. If I don't care because I mean, she ain't no Darth Revan and she ain't no damn Malik. I can tell you that right now. She's gonna be good. She's gonna be good.
We'll have to see.
Well, I'm gonna bet money on it that it ain't gonna be the same level. This is not an ancient legendary journey event. This is just a legendary. I guarantee
it's just like a free. Here you go. Here's this new character. Here's a new legendary.
It'll be somewhat hard to get. I bet you it's going to be unlock at 5 stars. So I wouldn't stress about it. It's going to require separatists. If your separatists are good, go get her. At 7 stars, if not, just unlock her. Be happy with it. Don't stress about Padme. If she turns out to be really good, so what? At this point, they have thrown 2 legendaries at us within the first 4 months and a special event with Malik. That's crazy. For the first 4 months. I mean, we didn't see that, and it's kind of what happened like with Darth Revan, Chewbacca, then Jedi Knight Revan, and then 3PO. Back to back to back. It was like, like, what's happening? You know, it's crazy how they do this. So, but you should be fine. I wouldn't do anything with your Ewoks until you get closer. Finish your Chirpa. You can get your 7-star 3PO, no problem.
What's going on, Ranger?
What's going on, partner?
I'm peeping in on the thing. Should I turn off my video?
No, you don't have to. You can leave your leave your video on.
Now
man.
everyone can see Paul from the Escape Pod.
That's right.
Yes.
There he is, folks. Paul has joined us. Hey, Paul, what's going on, brother?
Nothing much. Just got a time at work, tuning in.
Hey,
how
man.
you guys are doing?
Yeah, we're doing good, man.
I joined. Thanks.
Yeah, you're always welcome, my friend. You and Scotty are always welcome. But he lives in Australia. It's not a real country. We'll just leave it at that. You know. So.
Yeah, and his camera
I'm
will require
kidding.
special
I love
setup for
Australia.
Zoom because he'll be upside down.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't trust any place. No, I'm just kidding. But glad to have you, man. How you doing?
Hanging in there. Looking forward. I'm scared of the internet for the next few days because Christy can't go out into public until Monday, and that's when we have our endgame tickets. So I'm going. I'm like,
yeah, no endgame spoilers. If you do that, I want immediate ban. I want immediate timeout and ban. Do not
will
do
be
that
on
crap.
that like
People have not seen it. That some people do not want spoilers. Do not do that crap. We don't put up with that crap here. So if you do that, just know I'm not messing. And I don't care who you are. Still love you, but you're going to get a ban for a little bit because that's ridiculous.
Heavy ban hammer.
I gotta say, Paul, you do look like Paul Bunyan. You got that big, hefty country. God dang it, you got the beard and everything, man. Intimidating.
Normally, I'm wearing a plaid pearl snap. So,
well, see, we just get you an axe, man. I mean, all I got my lightsaber. I mean, it's not really cutting material. If you guys don't know this, I pulled this out of, but this is my, lightsaber that Loki built me.
Nice.
Yeah,
Epic.
custom, one of a kind. You see, it's a purple version for Revan. So, but if you guys don't know, Loki, why they call him the lightsaber builder extraordinaire is because of that. He is ridiculous. And so I've got that ready. Because, our boy Urzatron last night kind of called me out. I don't know why I got called out for the murder bears, but I was like, oh, you going to threaten me with the gaffy stick? Well, it's time to bring out the lightsaber. You bring your stick, I'll bring a laser sword. Let's see who wins. I have the dark side of the force. You have
Poison.
law. I don't know what the hell that is. So, Urza, you bring your gaffy
Well, you've
stick.
seen Ren and Stimpy. He's got log.
Yeah. I'm so angry, I'm happy. We're glad to have you here, Paul. You can help us with some Q&A. We're doing a roster review. Jump on in. We're working on some of this stuff. So if you see anything, speak up. You're more than welcome to say anything you like. So let's rock and roll and keep the party going.
Well, I'm gonna jump off the video because I'm gonna be focusing on stuff
fine.
right now.
You do what you do, man.
Absolute pleasure.
I hope
We'll
you
have
can
you on
kill
again
anyone
very
I
soon.
know
And thank you for all the
it.
support for that you guys are
Absolutely,
doing
brother.
for me with the Patreon, with the GoFundMe. Let me just do a real quick last second check. And still $2 away from 7K.
You'll get there, brother. I mean,
We
the
will.
fact last week you were at 2,300, and this week we're almost at 7,000 by $2.
So, I also want to announce the kind of incentive. You guys do know that I do parody songs every once in a while. I wrote the one that Scotty did when he had to Zeta Rose.
Very nice.
Now, I have a parody in the bank. It's called "Slice Slice Baby" by Storm and Ice.
Oh Jesus!
Oh yes, I love it. Oh,
Now,
I want to hear this.
if we hit 10,500, I will release that song. And here's the thing: some other game changers have stepped up. If we hit the true goal, the 10,500, what that will do will take care of all the current bills. We still have the other bills that haven't hit yet. If we hit 15K, I will turn it into a music video, and Cubs and possibly Nerdy and Urza will be guest cameo.
Throw me in there, man. I mean, come on,
Hey,
brother.
That'd be
you
so
get to
awesome.
Arizona when we do it, man. Or we'll green screen you somehow.
Oh, I've got a green screen.
There we go. There
So
we go.
I can do whatever you want, man. And
15K, which will be the big.
unlike those knuckleheads,
It'll
I was actually in a band and toured and did all that stuff. So I actually had musical talent. So, but yeah, you know me. I'll do whatever, man. You know, so just invite me anytime. So, oh wait, $1.99 for Sword of the Jedi says, how many lightsabers do I need to make to be a mod? I didn't know you wanted to be a mod. I'll make you a mod right now. It's Sword of the Jedi. Jesus. I didn't know people want to be a mod.
Goodbye
So
from Videoland. I'll
yeah,
see you on
yeah,
audio.
just you're hang out on audio. Let me find Sword of the Jedi before he has a conniption. Oh God, Miss Farquhar has joined us. Now I have to find him because I just can't just like I have to find Sword of the Jedi. It won't let me do his. Let me see if I can make him a mod from this. There, Sword of the Jedi. Bam! Now you're a moderator. All right, back to the roster view. We got Paul Bunyan with us. We got Grim the Mechanic. And we got Stoner Jedi. I can't feel any more secure than I do right now. All right, Chewbacca looks good in your Rebels. We already know you're going to get your 3PO up next time around. Rebels look fine. Got the Zetas. I like it. Resistance looks fine. Let's look at last but not least, your Sith. The dark side of the Force. Treya, very nice. 7-star, Gear 12, perfect. Palpatine, good. Scion, good. Nihilus, good. Sith look really good. So I think looking at your roster, we mentioned the characters that you can work on to add to your farm. You gotta stick with the Old Republic. Your Ewoks are fine for 3PO. You'll get that. Just curious, let's look at your Separatists. I have a sneaky suspicion they're not going to be where they need to be. No, and I wouldn't worry about it. I really wouldn't. You stick on the plan of getting Darth Revan and Darth Malak. You know what you need to do. You can add those other characters to your farm, but get those a priority. Gear 11 with the Zeta on some of the characters, or Gear 12. Get that 17.5. I'm talking Fallen Basila. I'm talking HK-47. I'm talking Canderous. I'm talking Karth. I'm talking Juhani. Forget T3 M4. Don't do anything on T3.
Did we look at his bounty hunters?
Yeah, they looked really good. So we had looked at that already, but I can go back to them real quick. Bounty Hunters, Boba Fett Zeta, Bosk is Zeta as well. He does have a 7-star Chewie. His Jango's Gear 11. Cad Bane's Gear 11. You know, he's got the other Bounty Hunters unlocked. The two he's missing is Zimbo and Aura, but they look really good. So we had already covered it, but anything you want to hit on Bounty Hunters, Paul?
Well, I always love, I absolutely love a Jango Fett lead.
I run it now.
Because of the, you have to then kill them 10 times instead of 7 if you include Jango and Boba.
Yeah. So I've got my Jango Gear 12. He's my leader now when I run 5s on Bounty Hunters because he gets that 30 speed that makes my boss like 290 something speed and the rest of them really high. And then the 2 that I'm working on that I'm going to work on now gear wise is going to be Zam and Dengar because you need AoE effects to hit. I'm going for the Van Seal team. So it'll be Boss, Jango Fett lead, Boba Fett, Dengar, and Zam. Because of what they do AoE to get that contract. Because once you get that contract payout, especially for Jango, that team is ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous. It's a lot of work, and I put a lot of work into it. I've got to get Dengar and Zam higher gear, but I will do that, but not until I finish Malak. Then I can go start working on the gear of the characters I want and finish the farms that I want. So I think overall what I'm seeing from your roster, Chief Buddha, is a lot of really good stuff. You got some stuff done, some stuff you still need to work on. Continue the farm, add those characters we mentioned. You've got some really solid teams. You mentioned territory battles. You're going to have to work on your troopers, but you need Veers and Stark for Darkside. They are required. You're going to use them a lot. You're going to have to farm those characters, so add them into the mix. If we're talking territory battles, I think light side you're fine. Let me look at your Rogue One. I didn't look at that because you did mention territory battles, so let's look at your Rogue One real quick.
And then Range Trooper on top of that if he didn't have it.
If you can. He's got a lot of farms, so he's got Jahani, he's got in Fallen Bastila, he's still working on for hard nodes. So if you want to add range in there with your zombie and some other pieces, you can. So Range Trooper's great. I'm working on him again because he's that damn good. So I'm going to be adding him into the mix to get him done. He's 5-star. I'm working on getting him 6. I may gear him a little bit just so I can use him more in Grand Arenas and stuff. But your Rogue One is going to be important. You don't worry about your Phoenix. I mean, you're going to need him for special missions day 1, and I know day 5.
Yeah.
So the day 5 one is just, if you have lower geared Phoenix, it's just RNG. Sometimes I beat it, sometimes I don't. I just don't care because it's light side. Most of the time I do win. So I don't have any Zetas on that team, and it still do great. I do have all the Omegas, but I'm not putting Zetas on that team. It's not a priority. I'm not working on it. I don't plan on working on it. Your Rogue One's going to be a tough battle. But you can't afford to go into all gear on these guys. So I know you want to do better on light side, but you're going to have for day 3, I think the Rogue One mission, you have to use Rogue One. So you can use them, and where they're at now is fine. That Phase 6 mission, I have the Zetas and Gear 12 other than K2SO, who I think is like 9 or 10. I mean, it is nuts. I've had it. Now, I've won 3 or 4 in a row on light side, but there's always that one battle where I get the wrong combination and I get one-shotted. And I just sit there and go, what the F just happened? Why?
Yeah, and it's like the AI knows to go right after Jin first.
I know, right? It's just ridiculous. Like, well, I didn't get shot. They're mostly dead. I don't care. I'm done. So
You want a good laugh, Ranger? I just posted inside the YouTube chat a link that I think you'll enjoy.
Well, I can't look at links right now. I'm doing a show, Paul.
Well, no, it's a Swagaga profile.
All right, let me look at this. I'm going to copy this. We're going to go... Oh, wait. I don't have the show over here.
Ranger's looking at like 6 different monitors.
Yeah, you have no idea. Let me look here. Let me go here. Chat.
I know the feeling. I'm trying to monitor 4 different chats right now.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go look at something.
2 for the stream right now and 2 for another thing I'm doing. On one of the other mobile games that I play, we just started a new guild, so I've been trying to keep it.
Oh, what is this? Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! What has happened here? Oh no!
What happened?
It's a fully Gear 12 Zeta.
It's my
Phoenix
fully
team.
geared, yeah.
Gear 12 Zeta Rogue One.
Oh no!
Phoenix.
If only I'd met you much earlier
that's
in life,
right.
Paul, I would have helped you. Oh no!
Paul's like first heavy Zeta investment was the Phoenix Squad, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it was.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Wow.
let's never do that again, Paul.
Well, Pookie, you have just been dethroned.
Yeah.
Pookie would be so proud of you.
All right. Last thing we need to look at is his mods. Then we'll get to questions. So get your questions in, folks. Let's see here. Speed. Always look at your speed mods, and we'll see your secondaries. Pretty good. Pretty damn good. Not too shabby. What is your?
Ooh.
Not too bad at all. I am seeing a lack of speed mods with speed secondaries higher end. And there's just, the only way you're going to be able to do better is, you got great mods. I don't have any problem with your mods, but I'm only seeing a relatively low number of speed mods with high speed secondaries. And there's just
What's the fastest?
21.
Well, that's still pretty good.
It's not bad.
Like,
He's got a 21. Yeah, he's got 221. So it's not bad. But for the end game,
You want to stretch him, yeah, for sure.
You want more because you need him on more characters, especially with Darth Revan and Basti. But you still got to have him for your other characters too, because you got to think Grand Arena. You got to think Territory Wars. The thing that I saw the other day of somebody that I was watching, the guy had very high end mods, but after that, the drop off was like. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah, it was like all, 22s, 20s, 19s, all the way down to 16, and then it dropped down to like 8s.
Ooh,
It's like,
wow. Yeah, at that point you should at least be rounding up more 10s and 15s. Yeah, for sure. I mean, with what I like to do for slicing, especially with where he's at for mods, I mean, hoard up some salvage for like a week, and then prioritize which mods specifically you want to slice, and then go from there. Like, you've already sliced a lot of your purples and golds up, and you're probably sitting on a lot of blues right now. So just find those blues that are proccing speed all the way, and focus down on those. And then I like to farm mods on the weekends. So like Saturdays, Sundays, I'll farm
I do it
some
all
speed
week.
primaries.
I'm making a show, Xylo.
I know
I'm about to
now.
play
I
it.
mean, But yeah, hoarding up some mod salvage for like a week makes the biggest difference, because then you have so many, different salvage to slice, and then you can just kind of focus in on which mod you're rounding up.
Speeds, farm more speed mods, man. Do the challenge a day. See, the way I do it is I do the challenge with my first round of energy, and then I get salvage the second. And I'm working specifically.
Do a little both each day.
Yeah, do a little bit of both. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. This is what I do.
Well, see, with 3 refreshes, I can get at least 2 or 3 full salvage.
You can refresh.
Yeah.
You can refresh if you want. I'm not, so I'm saving all my crystals because I need those stupid pieces for Malik.
That's the only thing I'm refreshing is mod energy, and then
man.
maybe a refresh on Droidica right now.
Makes me very angry. But yeah, I think that's the only thing you're missing out of your mods. Overall, you've got a really solid, decent roster. I really like this roster a lot. Oh, we just had somebody follow us on Twitch. Shamu the Killer Whale. Well, I didn't know we had a celebrity from the ocean following us. That's fantastic. So Shamu is there.
What?
So
that's awesome.
He was released in the wild, but he found internet access somewhere, Wi-Fi in the deep blue, and is with us. Thank you, Shamu. So very nice. Right ahead here. But yeah, I like this a lot. I didn't even see what your GP was. I have to go back. But
Can you
I think for
imagine
your
Ranger
GP,
on the rocks in the beach and then Shamu jumping over?
for a 2.2 mil GP, this is really, really well done.
Did you say
executed.
2.2?
Yeah.
2.3 actually.
Wow.
Almost 2.3. So this is really
Wow.
good. You're well ahead of pace of where you need to be. Not a lot of fluff. You're focusing on what you need to do. Yeah, you're missing some stuff, but you're only at 2.3. That's to be
Totally
expected.
understandable, yeah.
And so
I commend them for their laser focus.
Yes,
Yeah,
laser focus.
totally.
Obviously, you've been watching RSG and listening to what we tell you to do. Bang, bang! So
Winning.
stick with what we told you to do. Keep on the Old Republic. Keep on the Sith Empire characters you're going to need. Get them. That's your priority. You mentioned Zetas. Hoard your Zetas. You're going to need an astronomical buttload of them.
Yeah, you need, what was it, 8 for
8 for the Darth Revan
Darth
team in
Revan
total.
team?
You're going to need at least 1 for Karth, and you're going to need 1 for, I would recommend 1 for Mission. So 10 Zetas. If you want to go ahead and start saving and then putting them on as you go, right, go for it. But you need 3 for Darth Revan, 2 for Malik, 2 for HK, 1 for Basti. They're all really extraordinary Zetas, and they just make the team that much dangerous. Karth Zeta is fantastic. That's going to give you another character. Once you get all the Old Republic and Sith done, it's going to give you, like, the Karth team is ridiculous. So you've got some really good pieces. At 2.3, I give you a high mark. Oh, look, Finity's going to show up in chat. Well, thanks for not joining us. We got Paul here, Finn. We don't need your dumb butt. You could have come and hang out with Paul, but I guess you're just, you said you were going to be on, but you lied. Finn lied.
Look
to
at
us.
me. I'm the new Finn now.
Yeah, there you go. We got a new Finn. Finn, just go away. Clint Eastwood would
So
say.
let's see here. If you need 8 Zetas for 10 Zetas for this, how many Omegas does that add up to?
A plethora.
Here?
Yeah, it's a plethora.
That's so,
God.
So say 13
like
apiece,
for me-
that's 130 Omegas.
yeah, like for me,
Not counting all the
Zetas
other
are-
skills they need. So,
Zeta materials.
ta-da!
Finding the Omega materials is the problem for me.
Yeah,
Finn
you're
said-
looking at least like 170 plus Omegas. God. Oh my
Christ.
goodness.
Finn said work exploded on him.
Well, that's not good.
Just going to leave that there. But he said he's
Oh
having
my
a bad day.
goodness.
So, Finn, I'm sorry you're having a bad day.
Oh man, I'm right there with you, bro.
Well, who was yelling at you, Finn? Because I want names. It says no one yells at Finn but me. I've made that abundantly clear.
We're coming for that.
Someone's going to get their butt whooped. No one messes with my Finn but me. If someone's going to harass Finn, and God knows he deserves it, there's only one person in this clan, and that's me. Ranger J 1999. So no one messes with my Finn. I won't tolerate
Finn,
that.
we've told you multiple times to put plastic down before things explode.
I mean, these are the little things in life that you have to do, or this is what happens. But shout out to you, Buddha. Shout out to your Guild Vietnam Here group. I hope that helps you. If you have more questions that we brought up, just get with us in Discord. We'll answer any of your questions, man, that you have moving forward. But stick with what we recommended for your characters, your mod plan. Get it done. You'll be good to go. I'm really impressed at 2.3 to have this much unlocked and done. You're on the right path, buddy. So take this other stuff. It's really really going to start rounding out your roster. And if you would like a roster view, all you have to do is send your GG page to Finity, Finity, in Discord. Send your GG page and a little bit of what you want us to review. Give him 24 hours to respond. If he doesn't respond in 24 hours, send him another message. He'll respond. He'll let you know that you're in the queue. It's about 3 to 4 weeks, give or take. And then when your time comes up closer, he'll ask you if there's anything you want to add. And if there's nothing, then we'll just stick to the date so you can watch it live and things of that nature. So there you go. So that's how you get a review from RSG. Free of charge. It's what we do, but you have to wait. So, all right. In-depth mod reviews is what we do. All right. So let's get back into the game. It is now time before questions for Ranger to do the mod pool. Let's just do it. We're going to go right into these challenges. I've got 144 energy. Let's do this. Let's just go to the speeds. Let's see what we get today. I'm hoping for something good. It's been kind of crap this week, so let's see what we get. All right, let's see. Rolling. Here we go. Okay. Nothing. Good crap. Oh, Lordy. Well, we tried. But we're going to go roll these mods and see what happens. Let's see what happens with these mods. Damn it. What's going on?
Well, we're off to a great start.
Well, I mean,
we need a sell button on this screen.
You know. Ugh. Well, I'm going to roll all these mods. The 3 and the 4 dot, no. But we're going to go filter like we always do. Make sure you know how to use your buttons, folks. And then we'll sort by speed. You know, none of those mods had speed, so this will make it easy. Let's see. We have a 4 and a 3 on the square. Nope. Anything here? Nope. No arrow. We got some diamonds. Let's just upgrade them to 12 and see what we get. Nope. That's crap. Try it again. Ooh, 5 speed. Well, let's see what happens here. We're going to slice and see if we get a second hit on speed. No, I got tricked. No, I was tricked. I was greatly tricked. But it's still 5 speed on the green. I'll maybe roll it, see if I can get hit on a blue. We'll see. If it hits on blue, then I'm still going to keep rolling it. But that's crap. All right, let's.
So I bought 4 mods out of the store in the last 48 hours. All of them were crap.
Yeah, I just having the worst luck with it. Let's do this. See if I hit speed. I did hit speed on that. Well, 7 speed. We're going to mark that because that's another one I'm going to work on. All right. We got a 5 dot here. Protection potency. We'll roll this to 9 since this is a green. Crap! God damn it! All right, this is offense. Let's see what we get here. Our health. Let's see what we get here. Crap! All right, and then last we'll do this tenacity cross. I'd like to get something nice. It's tenacity. Well, let's just go sell all this crap. Nope. Oh, I have a triangle I have to go do. Okay, that can go, and that can go. Sell that. Let's go look at that triangle. I missed that one.
You know what I noticed? The Resistance Trooper in game looks really slim and skinny, and the troopers in the movies look like football players. You know what I mean?
Offense with offense.
No, right?
I'm going to actually keep this one. I'm not going to roll it any higher than this, but offense with offense. Protection. Potency. That's a keeper. Let's just keep that one there for now. Anytime I get an offense with an offense secondary, I'm like, yeah, I may do something with that. Those are good mods to keep. They don't have speed, but not everybody needs speed, guys. The top end
No,
does.
offense is very relevant too
Yeah,
today. So.
yeah. So you always want to keep those. So I always mark those and keep those. All right, get in here. Let's do this event to get to some questions. There's any questions in Twitch screen that we can get to?
Actually, it's been pretty quiet in Twitch today.
Okay.
So far, nothing.
So I want to put L3 on this team for this event. I always run this team.
I like Vandor.
Yeah, I
And
do
then
love
the
Vandor.
attackers.
I doesn't care. I just, all my scoundrels are pimped, so it doesn't matter. I always clear it, but I put on auto. Sometimes the AI does stupid stuff. You're like, what? Why? What
Yeah, you kind of have to direct them
Why
towards
is this
range
happening?
trooper and death troopers.
I mean, why are you doing this to me? I know, right? They never go for the death troopers. I'm like, why would the AI not go after the death troopers? They're death troopers. They will bring death.
Yeah. And they hit so much harder in that event too. The buffs,
I know, right? It's ridiculous. All right. Ooh, we got a lot of questions. All right, let's get to them. RSG Vormat. Oh no, I missed one. Kleb Zero question. I saw McMill using GMY and new snips plus Jedi and Anakin in Phase 1 of Heroic Sith Raid. Would you suggest a good GMY replacement to allow GMY for Jedi Knight Rev in Phase 2 team? My thoughts was Ayla lead. I haven't seen that.
You need GMY for the lead. Yeah. Like it's GMY lead in Phase 1. I mean, there's a lot of other filler
still
teams
like
you
the
can run around
JTR team in Phase 1 more. And I like keeping Grandmaster Yoda for Phase 2. We got a video coming out soon of me. I got almost 9 million running the Jedi Knight Revan team in the Heroic Sith. So, I mean, did you kill my nest? Well, she came back because of Vandor. Thank you, Vandor. But yeah, I haven't seen enough of it, but there you go. All right. All right, here's the Vormax question. Padme event equals gear check or easy? Easy for 5 and 6 like normal, but then, oh my god, I got a whole bunch of mods from this event. I forgot about that. Not to go do these mods, man. Damn it, Jim. You just can't win. As the Batman said in the 60s, some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. All right, Danilo Papayas. And Paul, if you're still there, jump in any of these questions you like.
Paul had to leave, yeah.
Oh, well, that's all right. He is working, so.
Yeah, he's at work. He gets the free time when he can, but
I know.
sometimes
He's a good husband and good man. All right, Danilo Papayas question. I just started a new second account and can use some help constructing my arena team. If I post my little roster in Discord, is anyone willing to give advice?
You say you started a new account?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I just resurfaced like my Hop alt account from like a year ago, and I've been playing it for I'd say 3 or 4 weeks now, and I would say I wouldn't even worry about focusing too much in on arena, because at the earlier first few months you're not going to be able to even get
if you're going
top
free to play,
500. Yeah, so your hyper focus, if you're going to follow Warriors Pillar system, is a great system if you're working on an overall roster, but I think if you're creating an alt, you're kind of hyper focusing. So what I did was, I obviously worked on the Phoenix, and got Thrawn and Palpatine and everything, and made a quick little dark side team. And then following that, I've strictly focused on the KOTOR characters now, right? So if you get all 10 of the KOTOR characters and you get Darth Revan and Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Malik before the GP even caps to 1 mil, there's going to be a bunch of those kind of players out there coming up in the next year or so, because all the new accounts and new players who want to start up and get new into the game. And I'd say just hyper focus on, the KOTOR characters and then the Geos. You're going to be hoarding up a bunch of currency from your fleet store, and you farm the Geos and get an early fleet ship team right away and pick your other 2 dark side ships, then you can start farming Zetas right away too. And then you can do whatever you want from there.
Alright, I have to go back to farming mods for a second. God bless America.
I'm gonna make a series here coming up soon, actually, because Warriors calling it the pillar system, right? So I'm going to call it What the Pillars, so it's going to be a different kind of theme of pillars as opposed to what Warriors making, so keep your eye out for that.
Let's slice this 11 speed in one, see if I get speed. Come on, please, God, speed, please, speed, please, speed. Yes! Yes, 16 speed.
Nice.
My plan's working. Yeah. One more and I could have another 20 speed. Yes. Yes, my plan's working. Say, yeah. Ooh, I was hoping that hit. Very nice. I'm so happy. All right, back to the questions. I still have to form all those. I'll do that later. God, those mods. Health mods, man. But you still got to look at them. All right. Particle. Question: how do you attack a General Grievous Zeta B1 Jordica team in 3v3? I'm not familiar with Jordica's abilities. Well, Zali just did. GA, what do you think?
What was it, Droidica? Well, I'm sorry. Can you repeat it?
General Grievous B1 Jordica team in 3v3.
So the kill order for Grievous teams in general, you got to focus down Grievous right away. And then at that point, the team just falls apart, right? So once Grievous is off the board, he's not going to just keep going and spamming. They're going to go a couple times too, so you can't just go in there with a strictly offensive-minded team that's, pretty squishy, right? So, troopers won't work there. People have this perception that, the B1 stacks fuel the troopers lead. It does not.
It doesn't.
So you can go in there with like a counter lead, in almost any faction, like an Embo lead bounty hunter team. Just spam down Grievous. Anything with a counter lead that's gonna have some survivability, not like Imagundi Jedi lead, right? Like it's got to be something durable. It's got to be something strong, and don't underestimate the Grievous team. Focus him down.
It helps to bring along dudes that ignore taunt. That way they'll ignore the mark that he puts up when he's damaged.
Yeah, so there you go. You can do like a Jedi team, or I'm sorry, you can do like a bounty hunter team and use either Django or Boba. They both ignore taunts. So right there, if you have either or available for offense, and you got of course CLS is a definite hard counter, but if the team isn't geared, don't waste your CLS on it. It's overkill. So.
All right. Next question from Ski Trooper. Am I the only one who's surprised that the success of Jedi Knight Anakin quoted by CG was so low on offense? Everyone knows it doesn't hold, but I have no trouble climbing with it. You can climb with it, but the success rate that they're looking at is about 50-60%, even still with that. And if you look at the meta report and things of that nature, it's not holding on defense whatsoever. So
No.
That's why they're not going to nerf it. It's not a hard counter. It's a soft counter. It can.
But that's the thing, though, with the EP lead, it didn't hold on defense either.
Yeah, it did.
Well, that's the thing.
I'm sorry, it did.
Why did they nerf EP?
Because it really held on defense, and it countered the crap out of it, man. There's Jedi Anakin is you have to on offense you can manipulate to where Anakin goes in and hits and just wipes the board, but you have to control it, right? And it doesn't hold on defense. Palpatine teams on defense were holding crazy. Now, I don't agree with the nerf because I thought it was a good balance, right? And I think it was too soon because there wasn't a lot of people with high-end Maliks that I thought were getting a shot at what EP was doing. But it was a really good, strong counter. So I don't know.
If you think about it too, I'm sorry. If you think about it too, they didn't really nerf Palpatine. They just added Malik's kit to nerf Palpatine.
Well,
so
yeah.
you can still beat Darth Revan teams without Malik with Palpatine, right?
Yeah.
But the caveat to it is what Ranger is saying is I would go in with my 300 plus speed Bastila and Darth Revan and still lose to EP lead teams because the turn meter gain, you can't outbeat turn meter gain. Now with Jedi Knight Revan, you have to mod the team for offense. I just gave him his permanent mods last night, and you have to get him. I was talking to Itch Just Ian a lot about it because he's a good friend and been making the videos on Anakin, and I got some feedback from him about the mods, and he said you really don't even have to worry about anything but just modding him for over 1,000 offense. So he has to have a crit damage triangle, crit damage, crit chance sets, and even still, I'm getting him to hit 70-80k, but you have to buff him and you have to get him to go a couple times. You have to give him master's training. You have to use his AoE to get the offense up. You have to kind of work into it, and that's where the team can still lose. So I see the caveat and why they didn't nerf him, because they didn't need to, and you need an offensive minded team, and adding Padme to it is just going to add more fuel to it, in my opinion. Or even separate the Jedi from, an Old Republic and Galactic Republic teams.
Yeah. All right. What else? Any three? Will RC do a discussion stream about Endgame at some point, like happened with the Star Wars movies? No spoilers, anyone? Possibly. I don't know when everybody's seen it. I'm not seeing it till next week, so I know what happens because I'm a spoiler dum. I just love spoilers, so I can kind of get a sense of what I'm going to go watch. But
I'm like anti-YouTube scrolling through anything right now.
no, I'm the
just
opposite. I'm
clicking
like, okay,
links.
what do you think? What did you think? You know, I just like to know what goes on, but it doesn't take away from me. But that's just the way my mind works, so I'm not worried about it.
Well,
But
for
yeah.
Infinity War, I was sitting on YouTube the day I was going to see the movie, and I saw the scene with Hulk and Thanos. I was like, that was like one of the best fucking scenes in that movie, and I saw it on YouTube right away. I was
Watch
like,
the
this
F
sucked.
bombs there,
Sorry.
buddy. We got
Sorry.
kids watching. Damn it, Xylo, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
actually
Bring it
kind
out
of
of me.
excited for Endgame. So
Oh yeah, I'm so
the only spoiler I know of is Brie Larson only has 15 minutes of screen time in a 3-hour movie. That's the only thing I've heard.
Well,
So
she's so OP, you know what I mean? Like they don't want to.
I don't know if that's true, but there's so many characters and stuff. So
But either way, man, I think it's going to be an amazing movie. So I'm looking forward.
Thunderwhack came on my Discord last night, and he didn't know spoilers, of course. He said he left the movie crying. So
yeah,
I mean,
it's that all the reactions. It's truly emotional. It's said it's super amazing. So we'll leave it.
it's
at that.
11 years in the making, man. I'm so
Yeah.
excited, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
All right, Helenix question: the apathy as of late has been real. If it has caused many quits, I've seen so many quits. My bestie, one of my admins, my TW specialist, so many more. Any quits that affected you guys? Oh yeah, we've had some in MC. I can tell
Yeah,
you
man.
right now.
Even
Well,
I was getting really pissed for a good week or two, man. I was in a
mean,
really rough spot the last couple
Everybody's
weeks.
pissed. I mean, Miss was really pissed last night, but you grind on,
Yeah,
and,
get through it.
a lot of people have.
I mean, if you
Head
play
up.
the game long enough, you just get used to it, man.
You're
I mean,
invested, yeah. You know, you have the down times where things get rough, and you want to be one of those
Yeah.
people to get everybody out of this rut.
Yeah,
you know?
see, being an ex-Army Ranger, I always tell people like, how did you get through it mentally? And I'm like, well, it's just the way I treat life. Life is like this. It's a roller coaster. You appreciate the hard times, but when times suck, you just put your head down, like I did in Ranger School every day. You just know that it can't suck forever. You hope, and you're always rewarded because on the other side, there's always something good, and you're like, okay. General philosophy doesn't always apply, but that's just kind of my mentality. So, yeah, I'm pretty upset with some of the stuff in the meta and things of that nature. It's not sustainable. It's just sustainable, but we'll see what happens. Now, if it continues to suck for a long time, I'm not going to sit there and just keep wasting my time. Eventually, I have a point where I'm like, I'm just wasting my time. The game has reached its climax.
Well, everybody's got a line, right? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And that's where that point
My
is
line
for
is
people
way
quitting.
down the road. So,
Well,
but
yeah.
it can be reached. Trust me. I've quit many
Mhm.
games.
Again,
For
everyone's
a
got
lot-
a line.
Yeah, for a lot of the people that I've known that have quit the game, they just don't have the time that CG is requiring people to
There's
stay
a
in.
lot of time now.
I mean, it used to be at the most you'd spend about maybe half an hour in the game. Now it's like to get your dailies and TB, TW, Grand Arena and stuff, you spend like 8 hours in the game.
Is Finn still in chat? Find out for me
Yeah.
in chat because we need to create the Grand Arena event.
Because, mobile games in general are supposed to be
Yell at him.
Quick.
You're not supposed to, yeah, you're supposed to be able to play them for a little while you're on your break in the bathroom, like Grande.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, if I send you my weekly screen report from my iPhone or my iPad, it would tell you hours and hours on end for each, YouTube and Galaxy of Heroes and Discord. I mean, it's just all over the place. You're like, it's like attached to you.
He says it's there, just private.
Okay.
That's what Finn says.
Well, if you can make it public now, that would be great.
But
Oh,
them requiring people to be in the game doing stuff all the time is
Well, they made a lot of quality of
burns
life
people
changes.
out. It really burns
Yeah,
people
but for all
out.
the quality of life changes that they've taken time away from, like GW and stuff like that, they've added more time. So
Yeah.
it's like you lose one, but then you gain another. Where
Mhm.
you have to invest a lot. So I understand it. It doesn't make sense. We're going to give you quality of life, so you have to spend a little bit less time in the game. But then we're going to add all this other stuff to make you stay in the game the same amount of time.
That's like why I
Yeah.
don't enjoy Grand Arena like you guys do, is I just don't have the time to play that mode.
You don't like the mode.
Well,
Today, I mean, I didn't have the time today either. I mean, like, I've been sick today, and you know what I mean, like, I just,
But I mean,
get so frustrated sometimes, you know.
you know me. I wake up early in the morning. I do a whole bunch of crap outside, getting work done out where I live for about 3 or 4 hours. Then I do the lunch stream. Then I have to haul ass, get ready, and go to work until 4. And then I'm working on all sorts of other stuff as well. As I don't really have much time to spend in this game anymore. You know,
Oh, I can relate. I mean, I go to work right after the streams too, and then I don't get off till about 11, and then I come home and the sun wakes up about like 2 or 3 in the morning every night, and you know, it's go all the time. So I'm right there with you, brother, and I totally agree. There's a lot of things that we could do to spend less time in the game and still take advantage of everything.
All right, let us get to these last couple questions because I got to flip over. Chewy, farming so many tunes. Krennic is one of those tunes I'm working on. Is he worth it, or should I be farming gear for Darth Revan Malak with the extra 100 energy?
Yeah, Krennic's very lackluster.
Yeah,
I left him at Gear 9 from like a
I
year
haven't
ago.
touched him. I've gotten 7 stars, some kind of gear. I'm not touching him.
I gave him the Omegas, but he's fallen through the cracks.
So the question: has anyone checked out the new Raids game? No, I have not. Andrew Sweeney question: do you think we'll be allowed?
Yes, I have.
Well, then go.
The new Raids?
Yes.
Raid Shadow Legends? Yes, that's the game I've been playing.
Then you and Chewy go get a room and then talk about it. Cause I haven't
hit me up on Discord.
There you go.
We'll
Andrew Sweeney question: do you think we will be allowed any 5 separatists or just the 5 droids? No idea. I'm assuming 5 separatists, but at this point, I'm from the screenshot I saw, it was droids and separatists, so I don't know.
Yeah, like Sunfac and Dooku were in there.
So I don't think it's just going to be 5 droids. Darth Vader Mate, this is a name I haven't heard before. Welcome. Question: when to stop 6-dotty mods? I got 44 gear 12, 55 6-dot mods, and 3.3 GP, and save slice materials for 10 6-dot mods. You only want to
go back down, right? I mean, go slice some more blues and purples up.
Yeah, save your material for those really high end mods that you want. Like that one I just hit for that speed. I'm saving mine, so when I get there, it's like,
yeah, save them for like the 20 plus speed, so you get really good speeds out of them, right? Yeah, and the couple extra speed arrows help too because those are +2 speed as opposed to 1. So the more speed arrows you want to slice now would be okay.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Just throwing that out there. All right, give me a second. I have to find sim. See if I get anything. I got 6. I'll take that. So I'll finish those later. Say I got to do this real quick. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I got to do that. How much more energy do I need to get for 600? 10. All right, let me go do one battle for my sister's spirit. Let's see if I get 1 shard of Night Sister Spirit. Oh, I didn't. What a surprise. Her drop rate sucks. And last question, Chat Thunder something. Question, pepperoni or all dressed?
All dressed. He's talking about pizza, isn't he?
Yeah. I like a supreme pizza. I like
all
the
day.
Veggies. Yeah, I like all that stuff, man.
Ham, olives, onions, whatever you could throw on there, I'll eat it. Some pepper even, why not? I'll
throw
take
some
Padawans
on there and you get yourself. So, all right, guys, that's our.
Man, I really, really like the pepperoni pretzel crust pizza from Little Caesars.
Okay. Thank you for
that. That one's amazing.
Take it to the room and go talk about raids. Because we got to end the stream. All right, so thank you guys for stopping by. We're going to end the lunch stream. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us on Twitch, check out our Patreon. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip over. Give me about 10 minutes. We're going to go right into Grand Arena. It's the finals. All I have to do is one-shot this guy, clean victories. Doesn't have to be perfect. And we're going to win. So it's going to be game on like Donkey Kong. So 10 minutes, we'll get ready for that. So I'm going to flip over. Check it out. It'll be on the same channel. Don't worry. It should be public now, so you should be able to find it. Yeah, thank you guys for stopping in. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your Friday. We'll see you on the flip side. Peace.